Hi, I'm Bobby Rodriguez, and I'm here to support Catalina's Bar and Grill. They've been very good to me throughout the years, and we've had great performances there. Through my students, through my professional people, and great concerts, and they are the best. They are the world's greatest jazz club, Catalina's Bar and Grill. Whenever you want to see the best, I bring all my friends out to Catalina's because they present the best jazz in the world. When you speak of Los Angeles and jazz, you speak of Catalina's. That's where the greatest musicians play. So it's our turn to support Catalina's. And let's get together and help. I want to get back to when we can bring our family, friends, and fans and scream loud for the great musicians. And just know in your heart, Dr. Bobby Rodriguez loves you, Catalina, and Manny too.
Martini in the Morning has been working with Catalina, actually even before Martini in the Morning was around. We launched the Fabulous 570 KLAC back in December 2002, and almost immediately Catalina was advertising and promoting shows with us. As a matter of fact, the first time I ever stepped on a jazz club stage was to introduce Steve Tyrell at the old Catalina on Cahuenga in Hollywood. So we've been working with Catalina and Manny and the whole crew for a long time, and they've been such an important part of the music community. Mother Miriam, as a matter of fact, has been working with them for what, a decade at least?
I did say 10 years, and I remember being on that stage on my birthday, and aside from making a fool of myself, singing the wrong song, I just kept saying to myself, look who's come here before you. I mean, you've got people like Steve Tyrell and I mean, all of these fabulous big names. And here I was, Catalina Jazz Club. It was the highlight. I definitely think it was a highlight of my life.
Catalina has been around for a long time. I mean, and they're home to jazz royalty. If you want to be somewhere in the jazz and vocal standards world, you have to play at Catalina Jazz Club in Hollywood. And the great thing, Manny and Catalina have been dedicated to keeping music, live music going in Hollywood for a long time. Now it's our turn to get back. We've done a bunch of Martini in the Morning shows there. We've done Catalina's allowed us to do fundraisers for the radio station. And now it's time for us to help keep the music playing at Catalina Jazz Club. And that's why we're all here tonight.
I agree. I think no amount is too small and no amount is too big. And we should help them because they certainly need our help.
So hope you enjoy the show tonight, and hope we can all get back to seeing Manny and Catalina and all the great artists that play on their stage very soon. With your help, we can.
Hi everybody, I'm Steve Tyrell, and I want to take a moment to talk about something that's near and dear to my heart, and that's Catalina's Jazz Club in Los Angeles. I've played there for over 25 years, and it's the central place in Los Angeles where artists have come from all over the world to play their music. Like everything else that's happened in America, especially, but all over the world, Catalina's has been closed down for concerts during this COVID-19. So go to catalinasjazzclub.com and donate whatever you can, because that donation will help to keep music alive in Los Angeles for all of us jazz musicians.
Music played by those It seems we've stood and talked like this before.
Well, that is a very special memory for me. The very first time I played the world-famous Catalina Jazz Club in Hollywood, California, home of such artists as Dizzy Gillespie and Joe Williams and Jack Jones and Dee Dee Bridgewater and more recently Steve Tyrell and many others from the world of jazz and Broadway and popular music. But Catalina is in danger of closing forever, and they need your help. The pandemic has been especially hard on musical venues, and it's going to be a while before musical venues can open back up. And so we don't want to lose this wonderful treasure, this place for artists like myself and others to perform, which are getting more and more scarce, but also a place to come together and to enjoy music presented in the way it should be at a truly world-class supper club. So I hope you can help Catalina Jazz Club.
Hi, I'm Mark Winkler. I'm a jazz singer-songwriter from Los Angeles, and I'm here representing all of the jazz singers and musicians that Catalina regularly showcases. For me and for most singers, Catalina is an irreplaceable part of the LA jazz community. It's as good as it gets. World-class sound, lighting, excellent food, ambience. We can't afford to lose it. As a customer, I've had some of the greatest nights of my life going to Catalina's, seeing such acts as Jack Jones, Steve Tyrell, Tierney Sutton, Manhattan Transfer, Chick Corea, millions of people, and so many more that I can't even remember. And personally, Manny and Catalina are my friends. I've been coming to their club, first the club on Cahuenga, and then the club on Sunset, for over 25 years. I know the menu by heart. I know the waiter. I know all the waiters. Hi, Edward. We've got to keep this Los Angeles glamour girl of the jazz community alive to face one more day. We can't afford to lose Catalina's. Please join me and contribute whatever you can. Thank you.
Hi, everybody. This is Bob Barry, and I'm talking to you from my studio up here in the Hollywood Hills, right above the Capitol building. And I wanted to talk to you today about Catalina, the club, and Catalina, the person. I've known Catalina for over 30 years now. I used to go to the old club on Cahuenga, and I spend a lot of time, until recently, at the club on Sunset. And it's more than just a business. It's a place where artists get to work and musicians get to play and people get to hear the best in music in Los Angeles. And I can't tell you how important it is. I just did a fast calculation and making guesses, and I'm figuring Catalina hires between 1,500 and 2,000 musicians a year. That's a lot of jobs, and it's even more of a reason to keep this club going. Anyhow, I also wanted to talk about Catalina, the person. She is a dynamic woman. She is a dynamo, and she keeps that place going. Her and Manny, unbeatable. I would vote for them. That's how much I like them and how important they are. Anyhow, I don't want to take too much of your time, but I just wanted to tell you that if you can help in any way, just whatever you can afford, give something and help Catalina and help the musicians of Los Angeles and the whole music community. Because without the venues, there's no place for people to go. And live music is a very, very wonderful and important thing to hold on to. All right, I've talked enough. I'm going to go back to my work now. Thank you.
Hello, my name is David Benoit for Catalina Jazz Club in Hollywood, California. I just want to say it's really important right now to support Catalina Jazz Club. They've been dark for a long time, and there hasn't been any real place to hear great jazz right now due to the COVID crisis. I have performed there many, many times and always enjoy the audiences and the great Yamaha piano and Catalina herself and Manny, and everyone's always been so nice to me there. So I really miss playing there, and I really hope you'll consider making a little donation to help out Catalina Jazz Club get through this very difficult time. Go to their website, catalinajazzclub.com, and make a donation. Thank you very much.
Hello, I'm Beverly Church Hogan. I'm here to invite you all to a virtual fundraising concert for the famous Catalina Jazz Club on Sunset Boulevard. This concert will be recorded live on stage at the Catalina Jazz Club. Heading up this wonderful concert and event is Angela O'Neill and the Outrageous8 Band. Catalina needs our help to keep her club open. This pandemic has gone on much longer than Catalina, dear Manny, and her loyal crew expected. I have performed in her club for many, many years now. Her club is iconic. Please help her to stay open. The date is September 19th. The time will be listed on Catalina's Facebook page and website. Thank you, and please wear a mask.
Hello, my name is Steve Rollins. Through the years, I've had the privilege of performing on the Catalina stage with many wonderful performers. I've also enjoyed many great musicians from the audience. Catalina, Manny, and their staff have created a truly special place for music in Los Angeles. And now they really need your support to be able to continue. Please give what you can, and hopefully live music can resume soon. Thank you.
Hey everybody, my name is Debbie Boone, and I'm here to tell you about Catalina Jazz Club. For anybody in LA who loves good music and good food, you know about Catalina Jazz Club and what a nice evening you can have there. And I've had many a great evening there, seeing musicians like John Pizzarelli, or hearing singers like Marilyn May or Steve Tyrell, and so many others. And I've performed there myself, but of course because of COVID-19, they've been closed since the middle of March, and they're trying to keep afloat and be able to open for all of us to have good music and good food again after this is all over. So I encourage you to please donate if you can. Go to Catalina Jazz Club website and go to the GoFundMe page and contribute what you can so we can all get back together and hear some good music. Thank you.
Such as you meets an old immovable object like me, you can bet as sure as you live, some gotta give, some gotta give, some gotta give.